And you know immediately what the answers to these problems are. You don't need to do an inquiry in order to find out what the answers are. And so I think...
What are they?
Well, I'm sure that there are... Just doing one bit of legislation that you can announce and say is changing, as you've just mentioned, the Prime Minister has said isn't enough. What you need to have is people who are working in these sectors, who are well-resourced, who are following procedures, and you need to look very closely at all these things.
But if it was that simple, it would have all been solved under your government.
We did invest in Prevent, but obviously there were issues within it.
Tory MP Lucy Frazer has outdone herself. In an interview with Iain Dale from LBC, Frazer outright dismissed the idea of holding a public inquiry into knife crime, claiming the solution to the problem is simple. Go on then. But when pressed to explain what the simple solution was, she delivered an incoherent mix of vague statements and word bollocks. Why would a Conservative MP oppose an inquiry into knife crime? She says you don't need an inquiry to figure out the answers. But when asked what those answers actually are, her response was muddled. She mentioned legislation, resources, and vague procedural improvements, but struggled to provide any real clarity. When Dale pointed out the lack of resource under her government, Frazer deflected, suggesting that they did invest. They did in Prevent, though she admitted there were issues with it. Frazer opposes an inquiry because we already know the answers. But do we? Her inability to articulate a clear solution suggests otherwise. The real reason, though, it becomes clear that she and her government don't want an inquiry because it would reveal years of underfunding and neglect. Consider the police force, for example. Under the Conservatives, countless police stations have been shut down. What do you think that does to a community? It creates a gap, a lack of collaboration between the police and the communities that they're supposed to protect. Preventative programmes have also been gutted due to cuts, leaving organisations ill-equipped to stop these issues before they escalate. While Frazer isn't directly responsible for specific incidents, of course, her government's consistent decision to underfund vital public services has created the conditions for these tragedies to occur. That's why she doesn't want an inquiry, folks, because it would expose the truth. Conservative policies have failed to prioritise public safety. Instead of addressing these systemic failures, they've shed crocodile tears for the victims, all whilst continuing to refuse the necessary investment to prevent such tragedies in the future. Why? Because their priority has always been about funneling resources into the hands of the wealthy, not protecting ordinary citizens. But let me know what you think in the comments. I've been Jake from Just Jake. As always, subscribe to the channel and follow the Facebook page if you want to. And I'll see you next time. You actually made it to the end of the video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, which, why haven't you already, is somewhere over there. And also, if you want to watch more videos, also check out over there. I've been Jake from Just Jake. See you later.